They say that the greatest battles are not fought on the outside, but on the inside. What they don't tell you is how to win the war within. I was always told I had a good head on my shoulders. I could see the world clearly and make a rational decision most of the time. But even I couldn't deny what happened on the day my son died. It was a freak accident. 1 minute, he was there playing, and the next, he was gone. I went numb. Nothing made sense. Why? Why did this happen? Why did he have to die? The pain was unbearable. My wife and I couldn't take our eyes off our son's lifeless body. We kept waiting for him to breathe again, to get up and walk out the door, to tell us this was all a bad dream. But he didn't. Instead, he grew cold in front of us. As a man, I felt like I had failed somehow. I looked for answers everywhere, called everyone who had ever known my son just to ask, did I do something wrong? Was he sick? Did anyone else feel like this had been a bad idea? But no one could help me. Everyone just stared at their feet and mumbled, I'm sorry. You can't blame yourself. It wasn't your fault. I could see the pity in their eyes, but I wanted to rip it out and scream, no, you don't understand. This was my fault. I could have done more. My wife started blaming herself. She said she should have stayed in the room with our son or called sooner for help. I told her that wasn't true, but she kept blaming herself. I knew if I didn't do something, we'd both fall into a deep hole of despair. So I picked myself up, brushed the dirt off my shoulders, and forced myself to function because we had to bury our son. Somehow we made it through the funeral without falling apart, and when we came home, we had to pick up the pieces of our lives and move forward. But it's not easy. Sometimes when I look over at my wife, I see a stranger with haunted eyes who doesn't know where she is or why. I hate that. I hate that look. So I pull her close and tell her everything will be okay. Other times I see our son in the reflection of the window and it feels like my heart is shattering all over again. So I turn away and walk out the door. Just walk away from the pain. Every day is a battle. Every hour, every minute, every second. But it's a battle worth fighting because even though my son is gone, I still have my daughter, and if I break, she'll be left without a father, without a mother. Who knows what she'd become then? A statistic. Another lost soul searching for answers in a world that has turned its back on them. So I keep going. Every day I wake up and tell myself, let's try again tomorrow. Maybe then it will get easier. Maybe then I'll see my son's face and smile instead of crying. Or maybe I'll finally understand why this happened. But until then, I keep moving forward, one step at a time. Because that's all you can do when you're fighting an invisible war.